Hey, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Mustafaa, your digital marketing specialist, the founder of Digital Marketing with Mustafaa. We are back with another episode, a live interview. This evening, we have a very, very special guest. Since starting these interviews up about a month ago, back in May, I've completed 4 interviews now, and each one has been amazing. The feedback from the audience has been amazing. I Even though I'm conducting the interview, I'm listening and internalizing things and learning. So it's amazing for me because I'm learning and catching the insights as the guest is dropping stuff, and the audience is being educated, and stuff is being shared, and conversations are starting on various subjects that the guests are educating us on and enlightening us on. So it's been an amazing journey just to start the interview segment back up of my podcast. And tonight is going to be no different. This is the fourth interview since starting up in May. And I have a special guest on tonight. I have Mr. Jay Brinson on tonight. He is the founder of 850 Digital Marketing, all the way over there in Panama City. And he's someone who I've been watching for a couple of years, as we're both in the same digital marketing industry. We both try to serve our clients and help them build a presence and shine online. So naturally, I know I caught wind of him and just watch him and just learn. And because I always try to take a student first mindset, that I'm in this to learn, and I'm humble enough that I can learn from somebody else. I can say, okay, he did that there. Let me try to incorporate a little bit this over here. Let me learn this. Let me learn that. And so he's been someone that I've watched for a couple of years, watched his growth and watched his passion. And I've always had him at top of mind. I say, whenever I start my show back up, I definitely want to bring Jay on from 850 Digital Marketing, just to let him educate us, talk about his business, talk about his passion, and just do his thing. So tonight is that night, and we got Jay Brinson on of 850 Digital Marketing. So at this time, Digital Marketing with Mustafaa crowd, let's bring him on with a round of applause. Let's give him some love, Mr. Jay
Thank you.
Brinson.
Thank you. Hey,
Yes.
Mustafa. Hey, everybody.
Hey, yeah, it's definitely a pleasure to have you on this evening. As I told the audience, and I told you, you're someone that I've watched and have, tried to learn from and have admired. Just because we're in the same ministry, I just respect anybody that steps out and do digital marketing. I'm just biased. I just think we got a good industry, and we do some amazing things. So anybody in it, I got to salute them.
Appreciate it. It's really tough being in this industry with all the different competition, but it's enough food for all of us to eat, man. I just like telling the story and making other people's dreams come to life.
Okay. Well, let me start you off. Let me ask you to tell the audience who you are, a little bit of your story, your background, and then what led you to digital marketing, if you will, as a
All
as
right,
a
well, a little bit about me. So first off, my name is Jay Brinson. I've always been into tech, even as a kid. As a 12-year-old boy, I built the computer from the ground up. I started off with the old IBM computers. It's probably over a lot of these young kids' heads now, but
Yeah.
I've always been into tech, video games, stuff like that. So I was a natural person who would disassemble stuff and try to see how it works to put it together. And throughout my high school career and college career, I had to code websites for school projects and stuff. And I just absolutely fell in love with building websites. Then it just turned into more of a passion. I decided to try to take it to the business side and see what I can do for other businesses, see if I can make them beautiful websites that also functions as well as they needed to.
Okay. And what was that click moment that you decided, let me go and do 850 digital marketing. Let me go ahead and make this official, make this a business to serve, so many clients.
To be honest, it was my wife. She pushed me to do so. She said, "You have such a passion for it. Why don't you just turn it into a business?" And I said, "Okay, let me help me come up with some names." So
Okay.
that's me. A50 Digital Marketing came from.
because my story is kind of similar. I got onto the internet in the AOL days. I started internet marketing then. I put up a website in the late 90s. I started repurposing information products, and I put them on a simple website. And 2 weeks later, I made $40 through ClickBank. Someone bought my product, and I said, "Man, there's something to this." Then I made an
Huh.
ebook, and then social media came about, and a church paid me $60 to set up a Facebook page and to do a Zoom call to show them how to get around Facebook. And I was like,
Mhm.
man, that was 30 minutes of work. And it just started
Easy
clicking.
money.
We're like, I may be able to do something with this.
Yep.
And then it just led on. But it's an amazing industry that we're in, and we're able to help, so many people shine and grow.
It is, and that's the icing on the cake, man. I just love seeing my work help other people.
So we're in 2026. Most businesses are online now. They're doing their thing. What would you say the biggest mistake you see business are making with their marketing in 2026?
The biggest mistakes I see them is they're going for pretty. They will want a beautiful website, but okay, you have a beautiful website, but you have no way to bring them to the website. So a lot of people don't understand actual what marketing is. They say, "Oh, we're online. We got a pretty website. We're on Google. Now, why are we not making money?" One of the biggest issues I have with explaining to people what actual marketing is. Like, you have the foundation. Now we got to lead people to you.
Yeah, yeah. And some people, in my experience, because it's so easy to get online, set up a social media page, put up posts. Some people have thought, man, I don't need you, man. I can do all this posting stuff myself, but they don't understand that it's a lot of strategy behind what we do.
There is.
It's a lot of work, knowing the right time to post when the algorithm is clicking, what
Mhm.
content works, having the course correct. Sometimes this post may not did what we thought it was going to do, so we got to revamp and figure out how to redo the
Yes.
copy. And it's a lot of thinking behind. It's not just, oh, they just posted something. I could do that myself. What would you say to that?
Most everybody, their focus is to go viral. They think just they gonna post one good video, you can go viral, which it is a possibility, but that possibility is very rare. A lot of people who have a lot of followings, what they don't understand is consistency. People will post once a week or once every other week saying, okay, that's enough for it. No, you really have to be consistent. You have to strategize. Again, like you said, there's A/B testing, there's different methods of how things work. And not everyone or everything will work the same way. And a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Many people think, okay, I'm posting online. I'm doing digital marketing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm posting. What are they missing?
A lot of technicality, a lot of technicality. There's cost per click. There's different. There's a lot of stuff to go in with just posting because you got ads you have to run as well if you really want to get enough eyeballs on it. So it's a lot to it.
And a lot of people with their social media profiles, one thing I tell people that you have to be like you say, you got to be consistent. And I think you really have to post because you love it. Because so many times you're gonna post and you're gonna get crickets.
Yeah, a lot of times.
And I not only post for others, sometimes I still post for myself to promote myself. And sometimes my post that I really go all out on, do all the polish, that'd be my worst performing post.
That's
But the
usually how.
but the post that I post that I don't even, I'm just gonna put this out there, I ain't thinking much of, that's the one that blows up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, if I would have put a little bit more polish in, it probably would have doubled and quad. But that's the ones that blows up when I just let me just throw this out there. I just
Yep. I've seen that happen numerous times.
Yes, sir. As you heard, AI is a big thing now. It's dominating the headlines every day. You know, pro and con. Some people for AI, some people don't like AI. You know, I just got cussed out today from some guy who's just told me he don't want to have nothing to do with AI. Anybody that deals with AI, you know, them. And you know, it's something that we can't escape. And what do you think about AI as it relates to our industry, how it's going to affect our industry, and how it can benefit, or any cons that you may see?
Um, with AI, a lot of people are biased on it. They don't like it. They cannot stand AI. Personally, I love it. It helps me categorize my ideas. I use Claude and Chat GPT to kind of help me strategize when I'm feeling in the rut. I use it as a tool. I'm not using it as a crutch. And
Yeah,
when it comes to the picture editing, AI still has mistakes. It's gotten a lot better, but
yeah,
there's no authenticity with it. So you can get creative, but people still like seeing human work.
yeah.
So it's there. It's definitely inevitable. I just think it's better to get ahead of the curve and learn how to use it properly first.
And that's been my experience with AI. I use primarily Chat GPT and Claude. I like you. I try to consider it like an assistant, but I'm still the CEO. I'm still running the show.
Mm.
But I allow it to kick some ideas, or maybe if I do a graphic design, I'll run it by. What do you think about that? What would you suggest changing? And sometimes it'll get suggest. We kind of work together to
Right.
create
That's
the
your little
output.
silent partner.
Yeah, but I just wanted to put that out there because it's something that we can't avoid. It's gonna happen. It's like the computer, like a cell phone. You know, so many things. The AI is gonna be here.
Yep, it's here.
And when I first got into my digital marketing as a business, I kind of got a little bit scared. I was like, man, they're saying now when I just started my business, now they're talking about AI gonna shut down marketing and things. But you know, I've learned some things to get around that, and how it's not all doom and gloom. It's just a tool.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just a
all
tool.
it is.
And as digital marketers, it's just another tool in our tool set that we're gonna use to win and push forward our efforts.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. So, if a local business owner came to you today with a limited budget, what would you tell them to focus on first? Out of all the things they could, if they came to you and say, "I only got X amount of dollars," what would you tell them to focus on first?
Primarily to at least let's get online. The free stuff we can do. Google My Business. We can do a simple landing page. Is a lot of free stuff you can do to help promote yourself. Social media. Let's go ahead and build that and start doing posts consistently. Let's figure out a schedule to get you some organic traffic, to get you at least some type of organic clientele and following up to put you out there at least.
Yeah. And one thing I like that you do websites that leads into another good conversation. During the pandemic, I was able to blow up a YouTube channel and monetize it actually, and do really well with it. But miraculously, about last year, it disappeared. And I've been fighting and arguing with YouTube about this page. Like, how does a whole page just disappear? And I've been sending support tickets. I mean, I built this page from scratch. I had it monetized. I mean, I wasn't banking, but it was bubbling up. It was growing up. It was putting some money in my pocket, and it was showing potential. But now this whole page is just gone. And
Uh,
that just reminded me of the importance of owning our own platforms first: websites, blogs,
yes.
podcast
Mhm.
platforms. So when you said that about the websites, it just brought that back to mind, that I put all this hard work into something that I didn't own, and at someone's discretion, they pushed a button or something, and now it's just
It's
gone.
just completely gone. You don't own it. So
Yeah, so talk to that about why it's important that they come to 850 Digital Marketing and let you build them a web presence, and why that's important, and also why they can still do social media, but they got to have something of their own.
right. So I like people that come to me because me personally, the way I like doing things is I'm not one of the pushy agents. I'm not going to say, "Hey, I own your website forever. You're gonna have to keep paying me in order to keep it up and active." What I do is I build the website, and until the final payment is made, yes, I do own it. As soon as the final payment is made, I relinquish everything of the website and dealing with the website to you. And also, I like to teach people how to use their own website. So if you choose not to want to work with me anymore, you still know how to work your creation.
Yeah.
So that's really different for me. I love teaching. For some reason, I taught a lot of old people how to use technology. I'm always the IT guy in my family.
Right, right, right. And in this conversation that we're having, what would you say separate businesses that succeed online from those that struggle?
Consistency. Just you have to be consistent. And a lot of another thing is I see a lot of business owners want immediate results. I have to explain to them when you do marketing, it's a marathon. It's not a race. It's going to take a few months for you to start seeing traction and everything if you're doing it organically.
Yeah. Yeah. My recent Facebook page, excuse me, um, I got it over to 3,000, and it did that like in 3 or 4 days. And people like, wow, that's amazing, man. But I did 830 posts over a year
Yeah, that's a lot.
before this quote unquote overnight success happened. They just saw the blow up,
They
but
never
like you
seen
say,
your background.
they didn't see all the seeds that I had to plant.
Right.
And I always take them back to put yourself in my shoes. I posted over 830 posts over a year, most of which did nothing. No response, no like, no love, no comment. But you have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, hoping and believing that it's gonna pay
One
off
day.
one day.
Yeah. One day you're gonna see the fruits of your labors.
And when it did, I was excited. And a lot of people like, man, how'd you? I'm like, go back and look how many posts I did. It said 830 posts. Can you be that patient and consistent to post and not get no immediate results and
That's
still do it with passion?
that's the big thing right there. People will lose heart quickly. Uh,
Because I'm sure you've seen some people. Man, I did this for 30 days. I did this for 60 days. I did this for 90 days. Man, nothing working, nothing happening.
Yep. It's a process, man. You just gotta keep with it.
Yeah. What marketing trend would you say that people are chasing right now that you believe is overrated?
Trying to go viral. That is the biggest trend everyone is doing. They're trying to follow TikTok trends and they're oversaturated. It's just they're looking for that one big blow up, as I said earlier, instead of just being consistent with it. That's the biggest problem I see with a lot of people who try to blow up right now.
And I've seen I've dealt with people who have had those viral success where they've reached those heights, but also the downside is that once that virality blows off, if you don't have systems and things set up in place, you kind of back at square one again.
Right.
You know,
You
you just
lose everything.
you just had a moment, but then all them people gone on to the next, big hit or big whatever, and then you're back to your
Just
regular page,
you
nothing going
posting
on.
it every day and trying to go viral again. So
Yeah. And sometimes you just, lightning strikes, you do go viral, but it's not a guarantee, like you say.
not at all.
Yes,
So
sir.
there definitely has to be structure in place, and that's why they still need people like us that have the passion to tell their story and push them out more.
And with that, let's explore this. If someone is listening or just someone out there and they may have a social media page or a presence, why should they hire a digital marketer versus trying to wing it on their own? Why should they say, hey, let me call Jay, let me call Mustafaa, man, let me bring in the big boys, let them do their thing? Or why? Why can't they do it themselves?
They absolutely can. I'm not going to take that from them. They can, but again, we're the ones that have the passion. We've done the research. They can do their research as well. I'm not going to knock them on that, but when it comes to us, we definitely have passion for it, and it's something that we have studied and that we continue to study and grow and learn on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And the biggest thing, I just always remind people, it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I mean, I create a lot of content for clients, and sometimes, I mean, it could take minutes up to hours just trying to perfect and trying to tweak because
Yes,
you know the science behind how this has to be a certain way to make it pop on the website or catch the attention of this particular segment, and it's a lot of psychology behind this.
it only takes 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to get somebody's attention before they scroll on you. So,
Yeah, and that's really key because we're in this microwave society where you can just swipe,
yep,
swipe, 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 and your piece has to be that one thing to make them. Whoa, let me
yep,
stop right here. Let me check this out.
has to
Okay,
be.
okay, good. Swipe, swipe.
And then you got to hit them again with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So it goes back into, like you say, that consistency, and really following on analytics. What made you blow up? What made one post strike versus another not strike?
Right.
Yes. So, what marketing opportunity do you think people are overlooking right now?
Elaborate on that for me.
What marketing opportunity do you think people are overlooking like right now?
Getting out there. So a lot of people now they just want to do like AI everything. They want to do automation, everything over the phone. The robot answers the questions. People still connect with different people. So we definitely need to. A lot of people don't want to get out there and make themselves known and show face anymore. So a lot of people, even with YouTube, a lot of faceless YouTube people are trying to blow up using AI content,
Yeah,
and they're not. Is there's no connection anymore.
yeah, yeah. One of the big things that I'm passionate about in my digital marketing, and I really try to get people to understand, is that we all have a brand online.
We
You
do.
know, if you're the person that's making people laugh, you the comedian. If you're always posting motivational, you're a motivator. If you're talking about exercise and health, you the health and wellness man or woman.
Yep.
So how important is personal branding online and with digital marketing and building something for yourself?
Because everybody has a different story. So with your personal brand, you're not only telling who you are or what you stand for, but you're also reaching out and solving other people's problems as well. So you got to let them know why they should choose you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And if someone connected to that, okay, let's say I got my personal brand, but now I want to build authority. I want to be seen as that motivator, as that health and wellness person, that exercise guru. What roadmap would you give someone, say, over the next 12 months to go from just having a personal brand to actually, building some authority where people start looking at you as that guy, that girl over the next 12 months to be that authority in whatever niche that they, work in?
So I would tell the roadmap I'll give them is you have your brand online presence. We're going to get you again online because everybody shops online, everybody's online. So we need to get you there if you even want to have a shot at getting out there. Then we'd have to get you clientele. Once you get clients in, ask for reviews, follow up with the customers, give discounts if you can, just attract people to you. We have to get that funnel going. So now people will start to, the more people who see you, the more people is going to trust you. You got good reviews. You going against the competition.
Yeah. And let me throw this on the table. I was talking to one of my daughters, who's an adult now, and we was talking about social media. And I was saying, yeah, I'm on Facebook, man. I be talking to everybody on Facebook, and that's my chill out spot. And she's like, That's for old people, Dad. That's where all the old people be at. And I'm looking like, what? What you
I've
mean?
heard that too.
What you mean that where all the old people at? This ain't no senior citizen center. This where everybody at. We all be chilling. She like, nah, ain't nobody in my gym. We ain't on no Facebook. Like, nah, we
Nah,
don't do that.
they on
So,
TikTok, they on Instagram, it's X, all that. It's all the newer platforms now. So
so
they got
if you will, from your background, would you just kind of speak to the importance of, based on whatever your brand is or where you're trying to go, the importance of lining up with the right social media platform? Like if you're youth centric, going where they are. If you're trying to reach an all purpose crowd, where to go. Would you talk to that?
yeah. So you really gotta. This is where a lot of studying comes in. Know what you want to brand. Like, what's your niche? That you have to find out what makes you special. Then you have to target, see who wants your product. So
Yeah,
what problem are you solving and who are you solving it for? For the older demographics, I would definitely go to Facebook and do ads and stuff there. But for the younger demographics, definitely TikTok, X, Instagram, short reels, stuff to grab their attention because they have the attention span of a goldfish. I'm just it's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
how easy it is, man. So you just got to know, you got to do your research and know what works and what hasn't been working for your competition. I'm not saying copy them, but definitely use them as motivation and ways to elevate yourself.
Let me ask you this. We know Twitter is not X. I've tried to get a foot on Twitter from the get go, and I just never got Twitter. It just felt like I was speaking out to a void, and I just never got Twitter and now X. What has been your experiences with Twitter? Have you had any different experience or
No,
successes?
we have almost a similar experience. I tried to get into it even when Twitter first came out. I
Yeah,
tried to have an account. I got a few hundred followings, from my school, surrounding areas, but I could never really get into it. It was just like you said, a void, and I never really got into it.
yeah, because Facebook, it is a little bit more community. You can get the likes and the
Hmm.
comments, and you feel like you kind of in a
Like
party almost.
yeah, like you talk, kind of like an upgraded MySpace. So.
Yeah, but Twitter, I just wanted to get yours. I just never got Twitter, and I've only got a few hundreds. I just gave it up. I said I'm
You and
just
me both. You and me both.
not. Oh man. So let me ask you this. We're gonna do some quick questions right quick, and then we just get
Okay.
your feedback. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Which platform has the most opportunity right now in 2026?
I would say LinkedIn and TikTok.
Okay, why would you say that?
TikTok has is constantly growing and expanding when it comes to their user base and everything. And also the younger generation, they're constantly expanding and everybody's going that way. And I would say LinkedIn is more for professionals. So if you're trying to get your business really out there, LinkedIn is a great source with other decision makers and stuff like that.
I would definitely say that, and you probably can witness with me. You don't have to have big numbers on TikTok to get traction.
Not at all. I've gone viral on TikTok off of a treadmill video, and I was like, "Hey, don't buy this treadmill, buy another one." I wound up getting sponsorships off of that for a while. So
And that was one of the things that really impressed me about TikTok. That I mean, you can have 100 to a few hundred followers, and they push your content out there.
yes, they do.
And I'm like, man, if other social media channels can be like this, man, this would be a wrap for us, man. Our business would be easy. And man, I definitely LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a gold mine.
It is
I spend so much time on LinkedIn just networking, and you can literally inbox the CEO or the vice president or
a lot of
VP of
decisions.
marketing. I mean, you can just really get next to these people. And I'm like, man, I really can talk to them. I can talk to them.
Yes,
So I
yes.
mean, LinkedIn is definitely a game changer. What is one marketing tool that you can't live without?
I would say Ooh, one I can't live without. Honestly, it would be AI. ChatGPT and Claude has been my best friends.
Yeah,
Again, I use them to compartmentalize a lot of stuff, dealing with different projects. I'm an organized person, but I have my brain goes everywhere, doing thinking
yeah,
of 100 different things at the same time. So it helps me focus, narrow and focus, and come up with different ideas of ways that I didn't even think of.
yeah, yeah. And what's one piece of advice you would have for someone trying to grow their business online?
Start. You have to start somewhere. Don't keep putting it off, saying, "No, I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for that, or I don't know this." Just start. Don't be scared to get out there.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Um, I assume are you a one person operator?
Right now, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am also. How do we keep our head on straight?
My wife, that is my backbone. I promise you. It's been many times where I haven't gotten a lot of clients, or I'm just in a rut and I think of giving up, but she won't let me. So that has been my rock since day one.
Yeah, because I was just wondering, like, man, it has to be the passion that I really
It
love
has
this.
to be.
Because I like you some days. I had those moments where I may have a good post that really put me out there, and a lot of eyes start checking me out, and they want to work with me. And then you have those drought moments, and you're starving and you're famished. You're living on ramen noodles.
Ham sandwiches.
Yeah, but you know, just being a one person operator, it's a struggle.
It is. You're fitting so many different hats. You're your own secretary. You're your employee. You're the CEO. You got to reach out to people.
And the one thing I would say that I always tell people this, and they may think I'm joking, but I'm not. But if it wasn't for AI, I probably would have went out of business a couple months or a couple years ago. But
I,
just all the stress of trying to do what we're trying to do. But having AI, Chat GPT, having Claude, I got Opus clips that can break down my videos into multiple clips. That it's just been it allowed me to work smarter, not harder, and I'm not so stressed every day.
right.
Trying to figure
Running
out
some
some
things out.
stuff, and
Mhm.
that I can kind of offboard some of this work to Chat GPT, even just researching stuff like, hey, look this up for me,
Right.
research this for me, do this for me. What's the latest trends in digital marketing? And, and give me a report of that. Break it down into a PDF for me so I can review it. That's it's taken so much off the table of me having to be working on that now. It's a great. It's my best friend,
Definitely.
my best employee.
Definitely. And again, like you said, you have to have the passion for it. If you don't love what you do, is everybody can tell, and your work is definitely going to suffer. You're going to burn yourself out really quickly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that was pretty much all of the questions that I wanted to give to you. Is
Okay.
there is there anything that is there anything I didn't mention that you think should be said or people would want to know out there? That this
Not
I'm
that
gonna
I can think of at the moment.
give the floor to you. Anything you want to say or encourage them on?
Nothing that you didn't go over that I could think of, but again, I just want to tell everybody, just you have to start somewhere. Just don't be scared to get out there and look for people like me and Mustafa. We are more than happy to help you guys out.
Okay. At this time, tell everybody. Just reiterate again what you do, how they can get in contact with you, things like that.
So again, my name is Jay Brinson. I'm the owner of 850 Digital Marketing. I help small businesses, medium businesses get their brand, get their name out there, make a voice for yourself, and make sure that you can get the clientele in to keep building and expanding your business.
Yes, sir. And how can they reach you?
They can reach me via the easiest ways via my Facebook page. It has all my different links to it. My website, my Instagram, my phone number, email, everything you can think of is www.facebook.com/850 digital marketing FL.
Okay. Well, definitely check them out, family and tribe out there. 850 Digital Marketing. Give them your business. Give them a call. Reach out to them. He can answer your questions, help you out with your problems. Thank you so much, bro. If there's not anything else that you want to say or give, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
All right, thank you for having me on, Mustafa, man.
Man, I thank you, bro. It's a pleasure. Take care.
Likewise, be blessed. All right.
Yes, sir. You too. All right, family. Thank you, family, for checking out that discussion with Jay Brinson of 850 Digital Marketing. Again, check him out, 850 Digital Marketing. He is on Facebook, on social media. His links and phone number and email and everything is on there to reach out to him. Really, really, really amazing business and growing business. Check me out also at digitalmarketingwithmustafaa.com. That is digitalmarketingwithmustafaa.com. That's my one-stop shop website that'll connect you to my blog, my podcast, videos. I have PDFs. I have a new book that's coming out. I'm trying to push it to the press by July the 4th. It's on digital domination. And it's basically me putting 26 years of internet marketing, digital marketing, content marketing, everything I know, AI, into this book so that you can have a resource to learn from in addition to working with any one of us as digital marketers, but you will have a tool that you can work from and work with. So I'm trying to get that book to press. It's written, but I'm just going through the tweaking, the editing, the line editing, the formatting. But my goal is to have this book published by July 4th, so that's like next weekend. So the pressure is on me. So let's make it happen. But thank you again for tuning in to another episode. I'll definitely check out my YouTube channel, my current YouTube channel, Digital Marketing with Mustafaa. You will find this interview on there and other interviews I have with experts and specialists in different industries. And you can go back and watch those interviews at any time of your leisure. I also have approximately 300 videos on YouTube currently of me breaking down different aspects of digital marketing, content, AI, email marketing, just all of the game wrapped up that you would need to win and be successful in this online journey. So definitely check me out at digitalmarketingwithmustafaa.com. Follow me on social media. And with that, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on another episode. Take care. Have a good evening. Peace.